first thing I do is start my career so I can play against my friends in the park, get ready, get locked in, and go from there.
What are you looking forward to most?
Crossplay. I can't wait to play. You know, my friends who play PlayStation, I play Xbox, don't have an excuse. They can't hide from me, can't run from me, so I'm excited.
The way the fans interact.
First thing I do is start my career so I can play against my friends in the park, get ready, get locked in, and go from there.
What are you looking forward to most?
Welcomes you
Crossplay. I can't wait to play. You know, my friends who play PlayStation.
It's the NBA on 2K Sports. So with Peyton on the bench, here's the 5 for Tom Thibodeau right now. We've got Baylor. Magic Johnson is out there with Bird. And it's Malone. And it's Robinson in at the 5 spot. And for the Kings, we've got John Stockton. Russell is out there with Malone. Then it's James. And it's Iverson in at the 2. Well, we know both these teams, Greg, are loaded on offense. You've been on some high-octane offenses yourself, haven't you?
Yeah, I mean, my college team was stacked from an offensive standpoint and incredibly fun to play on a team like that. Cannot, though, forget about the defense.
And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
When you talk about guys who just know how to play the game, Stockton at the top of that list.
It's his first trip to the line.
First team foul.
And he makes the first.
John Stockton.
And Stockton drops them both.
Stockton, just a remarkable point guard. Lights out shooter and an even better distributor.
Bird finds Malone. That's no good. Couldn't get his first shot to go. And here's Malone. He'll bring it up for the Sacramento Kings. Here's Stockton. No good off the back of the rim. High post Johnson working on Malone. A shot by Johnson, no good. Here's Sacramento. Victory eluded them last time in New York when they took on the Knicks.
Yeah, for that loss, you can credit their defense or lack thereof. Too many breakdowns on that end of the floor.
Well, the kind of low-energy effort they played with all night will make a coach absolutely crazy. You can't win if you don't play quality defense.
Back to Bird. No good from Bird.
And this is exactly what you have to do to stop him. That was a tremendous contest, forcing the miss.
And it's Iverson missing.
Great rim protection to prevent him from converting. Beautiful. Baylor
passes to Robinson. And that one is off. Nice D from Russell.
Well, conversions have been a problem. 0 for 4.
LeBron James on the wing. Here's Iverson. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It goes on Moses Malone. The Kings have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
And they've shot the ball well this season in terms of their attempts, 81%.
And he knocks down the first one.
At the line for your Kings.
And both free throws good for Iverson.
An efficient night from the line. This is a guy who puts in the work and it pays dividends.
And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
It is really difficult to get your feet completely set, to stay completely still. It's almost surprising to me that it isn't called more often.
Marcus Camby is checked in for the Knicks. Back in the pass to Russell. Malone looking around. And there's Iverson. That's good on the assist by Malone.
Not someone who stops the ball. Malone makes great decisions when he passes it.
Here's Johnson. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
John Stockton.
They get John Stockton. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
Shooting for New York, Magic Johnson. Taking 2 shots.
And Johnson drops them both. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Inside, here's Iverson. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. Iverson's got 6.
And he's really been working to get those looks, and it's starting to pay off here early on.
Johnson kicks to Camby. A wide open look for Bird. Offline with his 3.
Yeah, trying to get going here, but that's an offer for the first 5 here to start the game.
Stolen by Robinson. Baylor against Malone. Outside Baylor. It's Robinson high post. Clock at 6. Shoots over James. Robinson, that's good.
Poor design there defensively. They know he's a knockdown shooter from that spot.
That's not coming with the right mentality. The defender neither closes the space nor challenges the shot. That's frustrating as a coach, boy.
So the Kings call timeout, their first. And this late in the season, Greg, you consider rookies to even be rookies anymore. They've played so many games at this point.
I mean, yes and no. They aren't as green as they were to start the season, but rookies still need a full year to fully kind of learn what it takes day in and day out.
And we've got a lineup change here for Sacramento. So New York going with almost an entire new group here. Walton's checked in for Robinson. Gervin comes in for Baylor. Frazier, he's checked in for Bird. And it's Payton in for Magic Johnson. McHale against Gervin. Outside, Payton. The pass to Walton.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Frazier against McGrady. It's stolen by McGrady. Nash against Payton. And Payton sends it back. And here we go. Fast break. Payton's got it. Can be no luck.
Boy, 9 times out of 10, that's going in. I'm sure he surprised himself with the miss.
McGrady can't finish the one-handed jam. And so it's Gervin with it. He brings it up for New York. Trailing by 4. Worthy pulls it in. For the New York Knicks, they come into this one following a loss to the 76ers. And here's Nash outside. And once again off the mark by Sacramento.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
And Walton throws it down.
And this is what leaders do. Payton showing a willingness to get it to the open man.
Nash against Payton. Now here's Nash. Not going to fall. Starting off slow. He misses his first 3 from the floor. Unloads. And there's Gervin. That's good. On the assist by Walton. It's all knotted up.
And if there were ever a pivot you'd like to run the offense through, look no further than Bill Walton. Has that 6th sense for how a play should develop.
Here's Leonard. Off the mark, and the drought continues.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
We call that a great contest. You know this is something he brings to the table, the ability to anchor your defense.
McGrady against Payton. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's going to go on James Worthy.
Bumping, battling down low. Gary Payton is more than comfortable in those situations.
The Knicks shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. And that one misses.
You know, we don't talk about defense a ton, especially with guards. But Gary Payton, he can change a game with his D.
And they now lead as the free throw drops for him. 5 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Westbrook way outside.
And the glove in action, overwhelming the shooter with his quickness and then sharp defensive instincts.
At the end of one, a closely contested game so far.
8. The Knicks. 9.
And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And what stands out to you from New York in this one?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
Yeah, I think they wanted to come out of the gate strong, and they have. They've taken the early lead here.
So with McHale sitting on the bench, this is the group Mike Brown has right now. Malone is out there with Russell. And it's LeBron James.
New York.
Then there's Russell Westbrook. And it's Stockton in at the 2-guard spot.
Well, you have to appreciate the fact that Russell Westbrook is going to play through contact and try to draw the foul.
The free throw drops for Russell Westbrook. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Knicks trail by 3. Johnson outside. Pass to Malone. Shot clock at 5. It's the difficult fadeaway jumper. Malone's got his first bucket in this one.
And knocking down shots in the mid-range area really forces teams to have to adjust their defense.
Well, truth is, though, he's tall enough to get that off against anyone.
Westbrook, no good.
Yeah, but the defenders draped all over him. He just could not shake loose.
Johnson left side. Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. Misses the layup. He had him with that bump fake. From 8. Smooth finish inside by LeBron.
We often see LeBron James with the ball in his hands, creating for himself or others. That time, a little catch and shoot, the easy one for LeBron.
Johnson outside. It's good. He scores. That's his first basket after missing his first 2 attempts. Now 1 for 3.
And when you have this kind of size as a point guard, what a tremendous advantage. And Magic can really match up with all 5 positions.
James converts inside.
And it looks like they're settling down after having some real problems shooting the ball in that opening quarter.
Passes it to Robinson. Over Russell. Robinson misses.
You know, the right thing there to try to fade away with the D all over him, but that is a difficult shot to sink.
Yep, that one goes.
And defensively, they're on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
And the Knicks decide to take their first time out here, coming off that loss against Philadelphia.
And given their performance in that game, which was not necessarily a work of art, I had a hard time believing it wound up being as close as it did.
Yeah, it felt like the other side simply allowed them to hang in, and the score reflected that.
In for the Kings.
Your 916 crew dance team. Get loud once
Let's go to the 2K leaderboard to see the teams that have been the top offensive squad since the All-Star break. Number 1, the Knicks. 4th, the Kings.
Both of these clubs have been putting up big points since the All-Star break, and it's been impressive to watch.
Here's Johnson. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Down low, here's Baylor. New York, no good that time either.
Well, tremendous defensive effort on the interior. That's the kind of contest you want.
Westbrook against Bird. The high post shot. Malone with the steal. And while we've got a moment, I'd send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Thank you, Kevin. Well, back in grade school, when Jason Tatum told folks his NBA goals, they'd often suggest a backup plan. And he said, I always would tell them, I don't have one. I'm going to make this work regardless. Nothing else matters.
Elgin Baylor.
Oh, I like that. It's worked out, David. Thanks so much. And a wide open look for James. Good, and the assist goes to Nash. LeBron's got 6 here in this quarter.
Well, after a less than stellar start in the first quarter, you like to see that shot go down.
Bird, the pass to Malone. Robinson with it. That one misses. Nice D from Russell. Kings leading now by 5.
In the first half. 2 minutes.
We've got 1:55 left in the second quarter. Floats it up for... Here's the lob, and LeBron flies through the air. What would you pick right now, Doris, is one of the things that impresses you most about playing the NBA?
Boy, Kev, there's a couple of things that really stand out. Number one, the ball skills that players have and the ability to shoot the ball with range off the bounce. Those are game-changing aspects in today's NBA.
And it's Russell missing.
And you know, you can't impact a shot that close any better than he did on that possession.
Boy, whether he blocks it or simply alters it, the result is pretty much the same.
Johnson with the bounce pass. And here's Bird from the arc. And it's Russell with the rebound.
New York foul.
Russell's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Kawhi Leonard is checked in for Malone. And then for New York, Walton comes in for Robinson. And it's Payton in for Magic Johnson.
Substituting on the court.
Westbrook scanning the floor. Payton against Nash. To the paint. And stolen by Malone. Bird outside. Knocks down the 3 ball. Now just a 2-point Kings lead.
Could there be any doubt? I mean, Bird's such a dead-eye shooter. Sometimes this guy practices threes with his eyes closed.
Westbrook, no good. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Baylor against LeBron. And the rejection by James.
Wow, LeBron James sends it back. Woo-hoo-hoo. LeBron on the defensive end.
Here's Westbrook, and finished off by Westbrook.
Now the superb athleticism of Russell Westbrook on full display. The vertical out of this world.
The assist.
Here's Payton. Payton. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
With 1 on the clock, the shot no good. And so it's LeBron James making the...
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello. A pretty close game for the Kings throughout the first quarter. Some good action during the period, as it was just a 1-point game at the end of 1. In the second quarter, they put in the work to create a slight scoring advantage. What'd you think about Sacramento, Kenny? Well, and that should do it. With the second half about to begin, let's send you back to Kevin Harlan. Go back to Kevin Harlan. Go over there.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. It's been a clinic out there by James.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
You know, as a coach, you can preach good shot selection, but it's up to the players to execute, and this guy has done just that.
So with Peyton on the bench, here's the 5 for Tom Thibodeau right now. Robinson is out there with Moses Malone. Then it's Magic Johnson. And it's Bird. And it's Baylor in at the 3, the small forward. Pass to Russell. Back to Stockton. And the layup's good off the glass. Stockton's got 6.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible. And boy, that's a terrific start right there.
Johnson against Stockton. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
I don't think there's any question. There are so many rules that favor the offense these days. You've got to be able to equal things out when an illegal screen is set.
Bird, the pass to Johnson. Out to Bird. Shoots the 3. And good, coming off the assist by Magic Johnson.
Larry Bird.
Johnson's got 3 assists tonight.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been tripled.
Timeout called by the Kings. Sacramento making a switch here. McHale's checked in. Frazier, he's checked in for New York. The Kings trailed by 4.
That's right, everybody.
Iverson dishes to McHale. The 3 from LeBron. Again, the miss by the Kings.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
Here's Johnson. Johnson draws the double. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there.
Held ball. That's a jump ball.
And the Knicks with possession here. Iverson with the ball. Picked up by Malone. Iverson passes to Stockton. Robinson with the block.
And clearing the deck, the Admiral. His length and reaction time, so impressive.
Here's Johnson. The step back jumper is good.
Magic Johnson.
Johnson's got the lead up to 6 now for the Knicks.
And you can tell the defender not anticipating the step back. He was headed in the opposite direction.
LeBron James on the wing. Baylor defending. Here's Iverson. They can't stop the run with that one.
Not how they hoped to start this half. 1 for 5, brick after brick. Let's start building the building.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
New York shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
At the line for the Knicks, Elgin Baylor taking 2 shots.
First free throw is good.
And, you know, beyond all the things Baylor gives you, he's an entertainer out on the floor. The acrobatics we see, something spectacular from this guy almost every game.
Worthy's checked in for Sacramento. McGrady comes in for Iverson. And then for New York, Marcus Camby. He's checked in for Robinson. And Gervin subbed in for Malone. And so Baylor nails both of them. And so Stockton will bring it up for the Kings. 8-point game to the inside. Wants to get it to Malone and does. McGrady passes to Malone. Rejected by Camby.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
And Elgin Baylor, the bucket on the assist by Johnson. Johnson's got 4 assists in the game.
I'll tell you, they come out of the locker room, they are a step slow on the defensive end.
Now a timeout called by Sacramento. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game. And that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
Here's what Sacramento's going with right now. Kawhi Leonard comes in for Karl Malone. And it's Nash in for Stockton.
Such an unpredictable player. Nash keeps defenses on their toes and just baits them into mistakes.
Both free throws good from Nash. Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Now the pass to Frazier. To the middle. It's stolen by McGrady. Outside Leonard. Launches it. That one's in there. The Knicks lead is cut to just 5 on the basket from Tracy McGrady.
And how about getting a hand up on McGrady, especially when he's looking to shoot from the outside.
2 minutes.
Here's Johnson. And again, it's New York.
And this is what we've come to expect from this guy, right? Not only making a ton of shots, but being efficient while doing so.
Nash, the pass to Worthy. Now Leonard. And Gervin sends it back. 6 on the shot clock. They get it back. McHale. Another miss. Boy, they had their chance there, but couldn't get it to go. Johnson outside. .119 left in the third quarter. Over Nash, and again it's New York.
It seems like they found their rhythm offensively, and they're shooting the ball much better out of the break.
Nash, the pass to McHale. Johnson against Nash. New York moving it around. Camby up top. Shoots over Leonard. The offensive rebound. Great positioning on the putback. And now an 11-point Knicks lead.
And they're scoring much more efficiently here in the second half, and they've gotten that field goal percentage above 50.
Pass to Leonard. Nash with it. On the wing, Worthy. That shot off. Good work defensively by Baylor. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Johnson surveying the floor. .11 seconds left in the third. New York needs to get off a shot. Here's Frazier. A second chance effort. What a play! Simply drains it in at the buzzer.
And give him credit. Good awareness of the time remaining.
And to me, the way you end quarters impacts how you end the game. It can go a long way between a W or an L.
And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver. And he did just that.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. So with Worthy sitting on the bench, this is the group Mike Brown has right now. John Stockton out there with Allen Iverson. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Russell. And it's LeBron in at the 3 slot. Here's Iverson. Camby with the block.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Stockton against Payton. And stolen by Russell. James right side. Malone with the block.
Yeah, how about the quicks there by Malone to get up and deter that shot, utilizing that size and reach for the rejection.
Payton gets the bucket.
Gary
And a
Payton.
moment here to take a look at some of the hustle stats for New York.
They've been active defensively, rotating well, and then also closing out on shots. It's resulted in a number of blocks.
The other thing that jumps out about their performance tonight, the amount of steals really pressuring those ball handlers.
Outside, Payton pulls up on the wing. Second chance shot can be good. Camby's got the lead up to 13 now for the Knicks.
When you're trying to claw your way back into a game, you cannot allow second chance opportunities.
Well, how about the effort on the glass? Even with this lead, I love that they're still going after it.
Now a timeout called by Sacramento.
And with their offense sputtering, coaches got to get them back on track.
And to me, they're just taking too many tough shots. And when they do get an easy one, the confidence just isn't there.
The Kings making a switch here. Malone's checked in. And the Knicks making a change here as well. Robinson's checked in for Griffin. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Hey guys, during the break, listened in to Mike Brown. He was disappointed in the shot selection. He told them, stay patient, run the offense, make the extra pass. We don't have to make up the deficit all at once. See if they start shooting a little better. Kevin?
Okay, David, much appreciated. That doesn't go either for Payton.
Well, he's a quality mid-range shooter, but he can't get that one to go.
Oh, Russell in position. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Payton kicks to Camby. Dishes to Robinson. 6 to shoot. Bird way outside. It's hauled in by the Kings.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
Here's Stockton. Rejected by Camby. Here's Payton. Great play by Bird to set it up.
Gary Payton.
And the Knicks lead by 15.
Clearly, Payton knows the ins and outs of the game. A little contact won't trip him up.
Stockton looking around. Here's LeBron. Nice fake, but the layup off the mark. New York leading by 15. Here's Payton. Offensive rebound. Tries yet again. Malone with the block. In the corner, it's Stockton.
Two minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Shot clock at 6. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
A contested mid-range shot can't be what they were looking for there.
Well, especially with that defensive player in the area. You know he's going to find a way to get into the shooter and make him uncomfortable.
The Kings trailed by 15.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Marcus Camby.
Elbow. 2.
First personal foul. First team foul. At the line for 2. John Stockton.
The first one falls. Baylor, he's checked in for Marcus Camby. And Stockton drops them both. Well, we know that scoring in the league, Doris, has been on the uptick this era. Do you see that trend continuing?
It's hard to imagine, Kevin, that it won't unless the league makes an adjustment to bring a little bit more defense back into play. That is something you've heard Steve Kerr talk about. Have we tilted the scales too much to favor the offense? We'll see what happens.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for the Knicks.
Illegal. You know, it's tough to put your finger on the deciding factor in this one, but I'd say that the shooting accuracy made the difference.
Yeah, I think you're on point, Kevin. They got better looks, and that tends to lead to a better field goal percentage.
And I think coming into this game, these guys felt they had the confidence to win. And looking at the season they've had, already 58 wins in the books. Tonight will be win number 59.
And their dominance continues, guys, as they sweep the season series 4 games to none.
And as one might have guessed coming into this game, it was indeed another big game tonight for Magic Johnson.
He was extremely efficient offensively, got good looks, and really knocked down big shots all game long. And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
That boy, to have someone back there who can erase your mistakes, what a big-time asset defensively.
Here's Robinson, and he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket. And the Knicks lead by 19.
Spirited performance. You love to get this kind of win, especially on the road.
You've got to be able to block out all distractions in enemy territory. This team did a tremendous job staying focused on the task at hand.
Outside, Payton. So no problem for New York as they get the win. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For
Scotty, we are at the NBA 2K24 launch party. Everybody's vibing. What do you think about the event tonight?
I think they hosted a good event today. A lot of people here, a lot of people that play 2K, and I just can't wait to get a copy so I can go home and play it tonight.
What are you most excited to see in NBA 2K24?
See how different the gameplay is. I just want to see the builder. I'm just so hyped for the game.
Starting lineups just announced. We're just about set for basketball. We'll be back in a moment.
6'8". Number.
Hola and welcome to Noche Latina, an NBA celebration of Latin heritage. We're proud to bring it to you here at 2K Sports. This is Brian Anderson, joined courtside by Grant and the Lakers starting 5. And for the Knicks, they've got Johnson, and it's Malone in at the 4. An old school feel to this one, Clark. 2 excellent centers will be going at it.
Feels like we may be going back the first 65 or 70 years of the NBA, BA. I mean, we've become a 3-ball dominant league in terms of style of play. Tonight, you'll see what basketball used to be, a game dominated by the centers.
Just 4 to shoot. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
There's a little bit of bully ball in Rondo's game. You don't normally see that in a 6'1" guard, but Rajon, he's not afraid of anybody.
First team foul.
And the first one at the line is good.
Rajon Rondo. At the line, 2 shots.
That one falls, so he hits both of them.
An old school, old head point guard. Rajon Rondo's mindset is pass first, set up others. And on D, Rondo plays with passion, constantly pressuring his guy.
Here's Malone. Here's Bird. Buries it from 3.
You know, this is why Moses Malone's teammates like playing with him, because when they're uncovered and open, he finds it.
Larry Bird.
Outside, Rondo. Here's Garnett, and it's blocked. And here's New York now. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Hornets.
And guys, it really was a thrilling duel all the way to the end. You hated to see anyone walk away with losing.
I tell you, it's too bad one of them had to lose because I thought both teams were evenly matched in that game.
5-2.
Outside, Rondo. And just around a minute and a half into this first quarter. Here's Malone. Yao with a rebound.
He did everything in his power to make that a hard shot.
And you know what, guys? That will pump him up because he takes a ton of pride in what he does on defense.
Richmond pass to Garnett. Rondo with it. Over Johnson. Oh, Robinson with a block. Outside Johnson. Left side Robinson. From outside the arc. And again, New York with the triple.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
Time called here. Los Angeles decides to talk it over. Defeated by Detroit in their last game. They'll try to put that one behind them.
Hey, they had their chances, but they struggled from the line. It's so hard to win that way on someone else's floor.
Hey, knocking down free throws in a hostile environment is really about the battle of the mind.
Give a big round of applause to your
inside.
City Dancer.
There's the block.
3 misses to start the game. Still trying to break the seal on that hoop.
Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
You know, the power and grace of Elgin Baylor, just too much to handle. This time he draws the foul.
Bobby Jones. First personal foul. First team foul.
Hits both from the stripe.
It's not luck that he's so steady at the line. It's through repetition and hard work.
Now here's Rondo. Right now averaging 5.5 a game. Here's Garnett. Blocked!
0 for 4 to start this game. Some of it's execution and some of it's just bad luck.
Lakers ball.
And right here on the 2K leaderboard, the best rebounding teams of the past 10 games. 5th on the list, the Knicks.
And over the last 10 games, this team has brought it to the glass. Everyone is getting involved and trying to help one another secure boards.
Here's Rondo to end the drought. Misses his 4th shot of the night. Still hasn't hit one yet.
And he's having an ugly quarter from the field and seems really frustrated.
Johnson inside. Checked by Rondo. Johnson with a bucket.
Building a big advantage early with a terrific all-around performance.
Yeah, you know, they've had the advantage at both ends. They've got all the momentum early on.
Here's Yao. And it's Bird with a rebound. The Knicks have gone 4 of 5 so far. Looking sharp. Pass to Johnson. Here's Bird. 6 to shoot. Robinson with it. The shot from 20 feet out. Here's Malone over Jones. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Bobby Jones.
Well, Malone will not back away from physicality now. He uses all of that muscle of his to get his shot off despite the contact.
Well, Clark, with each passing game, the playoffs draw closer. You can really start to feel the excitement building as a result.
Yeah, I agree, but you can't get caught up looking too far ahead. That's how you can get yourself into some trouble. You got to keep taking it in the cliche manner, one game at a time.
That one's no good.
You know, Moses Malone is a true two-way player. He's an outstanding talent on both ends of the floor, able to score in dominating fashion, and really a ferocious rebounder.
Larry Bird. First personal foul. Second team.
And he makes a first. Frazier, he's checked in for New York.
Sidney Moncrief at the line.
And that's good as he hits both shots.
You know, what makes Moncrief so great, beyond the athleticism, consistency, smarts, toughness, two-way playability, is his amazing strength for a guard.
The shot's good.
And they've settled in quickly today. A nice flowing rhythm to their offense.
Yeah, they're lasered in. I mean, really making the most of their possession.
Lead 15-4.
Here's Moncrief. Looking at his stats, he's putting up about 7.5 per game.
Boy, that's a look. He has to finish, and he knows it. Blown opportunity.
Frazier, the pass to Bird. 2 shots, 2 makes. Off to a good start.
This has been just a dreadful start for them defensively. Not good at all.
And to battle back, they've got to shore up the defense. I mean, there's no other way to come back from a deficit unless you play good defense.
Now a timeout called by the Lakers. Victory eluded them last time in New York when they faced the Knicks.
I actually thought their execution at times was excellent, but they failed to come through in those important moments.
And, you know, it's never easy trying to win away from home. They were close, but just needed a little more push at the end.
Shoots. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance at a 3-point play.
Knicks foul.
Right there, we saw Bosh opened up space for the shooter. Well done.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for New York.
Well, you got to be impressed with how selfless they've been so far. Their passing has been simply outstanding.
In addition to that, they've thrown their weight around inside tonight, too, thumping and bumping in the paint. A lot of their points have come from inside.
The Knicks making a switch here. Payton's checked in.
That's 3 buckets in a row off assist.
The Lakers with the ball.
Knicks lead 19.
It's a 13-point game. Here's Marbury, guarded by Payton. The putback. It's good on the putback.
What makes Love a top rebounder? He's great at reading the angles off the rim, getting to the right spots.
Get there.
51 seconds left in the first quarter here. Blocked! And it's out of bounds to the Knicks. New York will retain possession. And the Knicks making a change here. Out of bounds, it'll go to the Lakers.
And they're among the top 5 teams in second chance scoring. I like the attitude of this team. They play hard, willing to do the dirty work down low.
Ranking #1 in steals, this team gets after it on the defensive end. They aren't afraid to take chances and go for opportunities to take the ball when they see them. Pass to Love, 4-3. Rebounded by Frazier. And the Knicks with possession. They're on a 19-6 run to the middle. Here's Camby. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
Boy, I like their energy coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And you know, it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very aggressive offense so far. Well, I think that pass caught him off guard, but he showed us board hands too.
New York ball.
19 seconds left in the first. Outside Payton. Here's Frazier.
Well, you know, the defense right there. You see the burst Moncrief has.
That's the end of the
quickly
first
getting up
quarter
on
with
the
the
shot.
And as the first quarter wraps up, already a double-digit lead.
21. The Lakers. 8.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And a comfortable margin for the Knicks here, guys.
Well, their offense is clicking so far, capturing the momentum here early on.
Yeah, you know, I agree. No warm-up needed. They came in on fire and have already built a nice lead.
And so in the game for the Lakers, To the inside. Here's Walton. Nice start for him, sinking his first shot.
All 5 guys are in sync. Their ball movement is flawless.
The last 5 trips they've had have ended with a great pass leading to a basket. They're really sharing the sugar.
Here's Gervin. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Oh, ripped away. And he's gone for the lob. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt. Just over a minute has passed here in the second quarter. Second chance effort. Garnett, that's good. Garnett's got his first 2 points of the night.
Kevin Garnett doing a nice job using those long arms of his to snag missed shots.
Payton, no good.
Aggressive mindset, but the defender just as determined to send him away empty-handed.
Here's Moncrief. No good there. That would have cut it to single digits. And New York's shooting has been unreal, 64% from the floor. Well, the Lakers hired Darvin Ham to be their head coach back in 2022. Grant, that proved to be a great move.
I agree, B.A. I mean, Ham was an assistant for a decade in the league, earned his spot as the main guy, and Darvin was a really tough player, too. I mean, he went undrafted and won a title with the Pistons against the Lakers.
And that one drops.
You know, even though he's about 6'4", Moncrief is comfortable looking to do work inside. He's not afraid of anybody in there.
Walton passes to Payton. It's hauled in by Moncrief.
Showing great intensity around the rim is part of why he's a respected defender.
And you know what? He's not going to give up an easy finish at the rim. I mean, that's just against his constitution.
Here's Marbury. Just 5 to shoot. Lets it go. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
Violation.
And a chance here to check out this season's top free throw shooters.
Substitution.
The Knicks have gotten just 2 of 6 field goals to go in the second. Pass to Bird. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
You know, part of what makes Malone such a good rebounder is his aggressiveness. I mean, and he also has a real nose for the ball.
27-14.
Here's Moncrief. The Knicks with the rebound. Malone's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
Garnett, no good.
Yeah, that's another miss for him. They're behind in this game largely because he shot so poorly.
Bird passes to Malone. Down low. Here's Johnson. Great start so far. 3 of 3 in this one.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. Yeah, that's why they continue to get attacked.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse for him.
The Lakers call timeout. Clark, it feels like we've reached the peak of this three-point explosion. What do you think the next trend in the NBA will be?
You know, Brian, it's hard to say. I mean, perhaps we could land on the return of the center, because we're already seeing that in the centers that are excelling and dominating the league and winning MVPs are in their prime. So perhaps we'll see teams get bigger and play more through their centers going forward.
The Knicks making a switch here. Frazier's checked in. Here's Rondo. Pass to Richmond. Here's Moncrief. Clock at 6. The Lakers got to get one up. Late clock. And it's Kevin Love with the foul. It's his first foul of the game.
Kevin Love. First personal foul.
The Knicks have gone 4 of 10 from the field in the second. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, through NBA Africa, the league is putting a lot of resources into growing the game there. Hall of Famer Dikembe Mutombo is an investor, and he said, "It's always been my dream since I got into the league. I want to see the NBA on my continent. Africa's a place full of treasure, and I'm happy to see it taking place." Brian?
Outstanding. Look forward to that. Thanks, Allie. Here's Moncrief. Pass to Bosch. To the left side wing. Richmond fires in the triple. Richmond's gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game. And for the Knicks, they're shooting only 36% during the second. Here's Baylor. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
Mitch Richmond. First personal foul. First team.
And now a look at the upcoming schedule for the Los Angeles Lakers. On Wednesday, they continue the road trip, heading out to Cleveland to take on the Cavaliers. Then on Friday, they'll go up against C.J. McCollum and the New Orleans Pelicans.
And for that game against the Cavaliers, that's a game where you'd be surprised to see them lose. They'd have to have a really off night for them to get upset there.
The Knicks making a switch here. Both shots good from the stripe. Here's Moncrief. .58 seconds left to play in the first half. Here's Bird. Pass to Frazier. Here's Bird to the wing, right side. Here's Camby. It's not going to go for him. Love with the defensive effort. Right side, Rondo. Got a piece of it. Here's Bird. He's got 7. And again, the Knicks missing. And the ball out of play. The Knicks will have it.
That's just another mistake. I mean, they got it on autopilot, and they look totally dejected.
The Lakers substitution.
There's 14 seconds left to play in the second quarter. Here's Frazier. Got it off in time. No good on the buzzer beater.
Not only is he long, but he's stout on the defensive end. Bosch really tough to deal with.
And so it's the New York Knicks up 14 as we wrap up the quarter. And their defense has stood out, wreaking havoc for the opposition. All right, now. All right, good stuff, Allie. And we'll get back to the action at the start of the third.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson. Shaq is here. Kenny's here. You're watching the NBA. New York was looking great right away. Near flawless execution from both the defensive and offensive areas of their game. And that'll do it for us. The third quarter about to begin.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it's been a runaway. New York shooting the ball at 46% from the floor. They've got Johnson, and it's Bird in at the 2-guard spot. That's Tom Thibodeau's 5 as we get going in the second half. Garnett, no good.
I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
And they're sitting at number 2 in the NBA in field goal percentage. They've got a smart offensive system in place. You won't see them forcing shots too often.
And in today's NBA, it's all about the three-point shot, right? And these guys shoot it at such a phenomenal clip. Tops in the league, in fact. Their ability to space the floor is exceptional.
Elgin Baylor. At the line, 2 shots.
First one falls for him. Good on both. The Lakers with the ball. They trail by 16. Richmond pass to Rondo. Jones up top. Pass to Garnett. It's hauled in by Robinson.
Well, the defense refusing to give up anything easy. Love seeing that kind of intensity.
And if you're just joining us, we've played just over a minute here in the third. Well, Los Angeles shooting a rough 25% from the field in this game. Here's Rondo, and there's the rejection.
Clearly out of sync to begin this half. 0 for their first 3 attempts.
Baylor, and the tip-in on the offensive boards. Baylor's got 4 points in the quarter.
You know, after starting 0 for 3 this half, they finally get one down.
Rondo passes to Jones.
17.
Outside, Rondo takes it inside. Here's Yao. And he goes up strong with a one-handed jam.
In the pick and roll, Rondo is a maestro, knows exactly how to move defenders and create the passing angle he wants.
Here's Johnson. Here's Malone. Rebounded by the Lakers.
Clearly out of rhythm now, guys. I mean, just 1 for 5 to begin the second half.
Here's Richmond. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
And right now, they're +8 in the rebounding category. That's helping them run away with this.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
I love the relentless attitude he showed there. Got himself in great position under the glass.
He had the presence of mind to know exactly where the rebound was going.
And then the nifty touch to tip it in as well.
Showing great intensity around the rim is part of why he's a respected defender.
And you know what? He's not going to give up an easy finish at the rim. I mean, that's just against his constitution. Boy, this is bad. Tough to watch. I mean, this is really bad. He's stone cold this quarter. Man.
Richmond with the bucket. Richmond's got 5.
You know, KG has never been a selfish player, especially when he sees another guy who is this ready to shoot. He'll get it to him.
Now a timeout called by New York.
Yeah, coach no doubt wants to use this timeout to review the matchups and maybe make some adjustments as well.
And I agree. I think there's going to be a new wrinkle in their game plan when they come out of this timeout.
We know you want one, so make some noise.
And now let's check out the highest scoring teams in the league since the All-Star break. The Knicks, second.
Since the All-Star break, this squad has been on fire on offense, looking like a well-oiled machine and taking and making high percentage shots.
Pass to Johnson. Outside Payton. Here's Walton. Back to Payton. Here's Camby, covered by Love. 5 on the clock. Here's Johnson. The basket's good. Give him 8 points now.
Yeah, watching Johnson exert his will down low now, using his height and quick release quite well inside.
39.
Marbury, the pass to Richmond. Pass to Marbury. Pulls it from the top of the key, and too long on the shot.
They've shown that power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
Payton passes to Gervin. Johnson inside with the second effort, and that's 2 points on the layup. Johnson's got 4 points this quarter.
Magic showing you the stick-to-itiveness with that play, chasing down the rebound to make sure they convert.
Richmond pass to Moncrief. Over Payton. Moncrief, no good.
And just not allowing the shooter to get comfortable from mid-range.
As a defender, he's going to just be a bothersome, worrisome guy, making you miserable all night, a hand in your face on every jump.
Oh, they get a hand on it.
43, 21.
Moncrief, the pass to Marbury. Here's Richmond. He's got 5. Fires for 3. Offensive board. Here's Oakley.
The enforcer of this team without question. Charles Oakley intimidates the opposition. And that's a big deal for this squad.
All right, a look at how the hustle game has been going for New York.
Phenomenal work on the defensive end so far. That stands out the most. They've made it their mission to block shots and make things hard for the opposition.
And you got to respect their energy level. A lot of steals, staying active and making things happen.
Frazier, he's checked in for New York. Left side, Payton. Gervin, pass to Camby. Now Payton. Takes the 3. Hits the three-pointer. Payton's got 5 points.
They've been very well-rounded and extremely focused.
Almost no holes in their performance tonight. They've been tremendous.
Outside Love.
46-22.
17 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's Richmond. Taking a look at his production, averaging just over 8 points a game. Great positioning on the putback.
Great anticipation on the tip in. He was ready to make that play.
Here's Payton. And that's not going to go. And as we conclude the third, pretty much a blowout here. It's been a one-sided affair. Knicks out front, running away with it. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the fourth quarter gets underway.
The Lakers, 24.
And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
You talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dime. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
And they'd love to see every possession end this way. True team basketball.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. On the court for the Lakers, we've got Rajon Rondo, and it's Bosch in at the center position. Outside, Rondo fires the 3. The rebound by Malone. Malone's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Out to the right wing. Well, Grant, we've seen some teams double up with superstar players at the same position in recent years. Sometimes it works.
Yeah, and and other times it doesn't work. I mean, it forces a coach to be very creative. When you have multiple players who are used to being the guy, it can be hard to keep everyone happy.
Up high and down it goes on the lob.
Kevin Garnett's teammates trust him to throw it down. That's why they lob it his way with confidence.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
Knicks lead.
Rondo with it.
48-26.
To the paint. Here's Garnett. Uses the glass on the layup.
There's that famous KG intensity that he's known for, powering through to hit the inside and forcing that one down.
Pass to Malone. Knocked away. The rebound by Bosch. Bosch has got 4 rebounds in the game. The Lakers have gone 2 of 3 to open the fourth quarter. To the inside. Jones misses.
He did everything in his power to make that a hard shot.
And you know what, guys? That will pump him up because he takes a ton of pride in what he does on defense.
And it's Baylor missing.
I tell you what, for him, this has been a game to forget. But somehow they still find themselves with the lead.
A touch under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Rondo passes to Garnett. Here's Moncrief. Pass to Frazier. And he drives in. Howard down after the assist. Led him to the lane.
And you know, Kevin, what you like about Walt, putting the ball on the floor completely under control, even when he's in attack mode.
50-28. Here's Bird. That one no good. Great D that time from Rondo.
I've been in this position. Your team is up. You want to drive in the dagger. He may be a little overeager.
Off target at the rim. New York has gone 3 of 6 from deep so far. Pass to Garnett. Here's Moncrief. And the layup is good off the glass.
You know, his passing ability might be the most overlooked part of his game. Garnett has really good court vision, especially for a guy that plays his position.
Here's Bird. Goes up on the wing. They get the rebound. And yep, it's good. That gives him a double-double.
Malone owns the paint area of the floor. Nobody coming in there messing with him.
The Lakers call timeout. Well, Grant, you had to guard some of the greats in your career, including Jordan and Kobe, LeBron. Who was the toughest to cover?
Well, for the record, I didn't really like guarding any of them, if I'm being honest. But no one, in my opinion, tops Michael Jordan. Of course, I had to guard Kobe the most, and he was very relentless, had no weaknesses. And, you know, I was in my late 30s on one ankle, but who's counting?
And now a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game.
Yeah, he attacked the blocks all game and has been rewarded for it. The fundamentals that he displayed are why he got whatever he wanted out there on the floor. Hey, let's face it, the defense had no answer for him.
Well, you know, he'd been struggling lately. This one was a big one for him. He roared back, made sure to snap that cold streak tonight. Oh, there's the alley! Out of bounds. It'll be New York's ball.
I'm not sure what happened there. You just can't give away possessions in this league.
A new lineup here for New York.
Substitution on the court.
A minute 53 left to play in the fourth quarter of this one. Payton passes to Frazier. Pass to Camby. Now here's Payton. Shot clock at 6. He shoots. Good as the jump shot falls.
Had their fingerprints all over this matchup tonight. Just an impressive victory for the Knicks.
And the disparity in the talent was obvious by the end. Sometimes you just don't have enough ammunition to compete.
Yeah, B.A., just a total beatdown. And the next time these teams meet, I can't imagine it'll be any different.
And this is win number 60 for the year. A huge milestone for them and a testament to the effort and energy these guys bring every night.
It's just a great matchup for them. And they're looking for the 4-game season sweep in their next meeting.
They really do. I mean, there's one more game to play in this season series, and barring any major changes to their team, I'd have to believe the sweep will be in order.
Los Angeles ball.
.54 seconds left in the final quarter. Richmond, the pass to Marbury. Inside. Here's Oakley. Pass to Richmond. There's the triple. Rebounded by Gervin.
That's excellent defense right there on the perimeter.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Here's Walton. And it's rejected. Here's Marbury. Down low, Bosch. Off the mark, and the drought continues. Here's Frazier. And so it's the Knicks taking care of business in this one. We saw two different teams tonight. One played with confidence, operating flawlessly. The other just looked lost.
And the energy in this building was awesome. The crowd was involved from the jump, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see how it all came together.
Time to go into the NBA 2K24 Def Jam recording booth.
.2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
The Knicks never look better than they did earlier on, getting off the bus and getting ready for action. Welcome, everyone, to Noche Enabia. A Latin theme is the backdrop to tonight's festivities. So with Peyton on the bench, here's the 5 for Tom Thibodeau right now. Moses Malone out there with Baylor. Then it's Robinson. Then it's Johnson. And it's Bird in at the 2. And for the Heat, Mutombo is out there with Olajuwon. Then there's Stephen Curry. Then there's Luka Doncic. And it's Barry in at the small forward position. So the end of the season, Greg, is in sight now. Are players glad to see the finish line approaching?
I think it all depends on where you're at in the standings, Kevin. I mean, playoff-bound teams are eager to wrap things up, but those on the bubble probably wish they had more padding in their schedule.
Bird against Doncic. 5 to shoot. Here's Johnson. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Stephen Curry.
And for a team in the NBA's biggest market, Brent, amazing that it's been 5+ decades since the Knicks' last title.
Right, that's unbelievable. I mean, they've been close a couple times, but that has not been in recent history, Kevin, as you know. They've had a lot of great players, but man, it just shows you how hard it is to win in this league.
Shot from the wing. Offensive rebound. No good that time. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Knicks. Robinson. And finished off by Robinson.
David Robinson.
Love the show of force there from Robinson. When he's deep inside, it is clear for takeoff.
Mutombo passes to Olajuwon. Passes it to Curry. Doncic outside. Beyond the arc. Rebound, Malone.
Well defended that time. He's a shooter that the D has to close down on quickly when he's ready to pull the trigger.
Outside Baylor. Back to Johnson. Shoots over Curry. And the basket by Johnson.
Proving once again that he can flat out do it all. Magic phenomenal at creating off the dribble. This time burning the defense with the catch and fire.
Olajuwon against Robinson. Olajuwon kicks to Curry. A 3-ball. Miami no good on that time either.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Here's Johnson. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Johnson's got 6.
Well, a good start here. That's Trey for Trey, and that's Spanish for 3.
Doncic passes to Olajuwon. Heat moving the ball around. Here's Barry. Up again. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
I mean, the one guy you have to box out. Dikembe so active on the glass.
Malone outside. Back to Bird. Malone looking around to the inside. And it's Johnson with the jam.
Gives the team such a great element having a one guard who can get to the 10.
Certainly something every team wants to have.
Like to see that assertiveness, especially from the guy who's going to orchestrate your offense.
Anthony's checked in for the Heat.
Look what time it is.
Now we'll check across the NBA the best shooters from the stripe. You look at Johnson, 4th in the league, and as consistent as they come at the free throw line.
I mean, he's not going to miss many foul shots. That's for sure. He is a machine when he gets to the charity stripe.
Anthony.
Curry way outside. Miami no good on that time either.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Oh, no, I know he can make it, but that's warm-ups, so maybe just a step too far.
Larry Bird.
Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Curry against Johnson. Fires from the wing. Johnson with the block. Feeds it to Malone. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Here's Curry, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. Magic Johnson picks one up.
And more artwork from the greatest shooter we've ever seen. Curry making it look easy.
The Heat shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line.
Now at the line.
That's good from Stephen Curry. A different look for Miami. Drummond's checked in for Olajuwon. Klay Thompson comes in for Barry. And Thomas subbed in for Luka Doncic. And a new group in for the Knicks. Marcus Camby. He's checked in for Robinson. Walton comes in for Moses Malone. Gervin's checked in for Baylor. And it's Frazier in for Larry Bird. Trying to get open is Camby. And Frazier with the basket on the assist by Johnson.
Man, the insane peripheral vision there. If anyone's open, even for an instant, Magic's gonna find you.
The pass to Thompson. It's rebounded by New York. Last time they met in New York.
And the last time they faced this club, rebounding was their big advantage.
Here's Gervin. Here's Walton. Nice work on the boards, paying off with the basket.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Curry passes it to Anthony. Drummond with it. Thompson surveying the floor. And the shot goes in.
Take a snapshot of that. That was picture perfect from Klay.
The Knicks leading by 8. Frazier outside. Lobbed up there for Johnson. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Yeah, they have gone full throttle from the opening tip, showing no signs of letting up.
Yeah, you wondered if they would take some time to find their A game. They did it at jump ball. They've been awesome tonight.
Drummond finds Curry. Now Thompson. Back to Curry. Over Johnson. Curry, good.
So Steph Curry, the best shooter in the world, is open and has the ball? Yeah, that's what I thought.
From Klay Thompson.
Frazier the pass to Walton. Inside. Curry with the steal. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Got a piece of it.
This is a rough stretch right here for him offensively. Seems to be rushing shots.
Drummond working against Gervin. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Andre Drummond picks one up. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And he's at nearly 90% from the free throw line this season, so having a terrific year.
At the line for the Knicks, George Gervin. 2.
He hits one, then misses the second attempt from the free throw line. Magic Johnson, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for the New York Knicks. That quarter had to take a lot out of him. He racked up 12 points. He'll take a quick break and then back to the action here.
19.
And we return to the second quarter, and Noche Latina specialized jerseys on display. Welcome back, everyone. And looking at what we've seen from the Knicks so far, what do you guys think?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
Yeah, they did a great job. Just the initial thrust of that attack, as soon as they got the ball, constantly in transition.
So with Johnson sitting on the bench, here's the 5 for Tom Thibodeau right now. Can't be out there with Malone. Then it's Bailey. Then there's Bird. And it's Payton in at the point guard position. Lets a floater go. Doesn't go that time. And so Thomas will bring it up for Miami. They trail by 9 points. New York shooting it as well as you're going to see, 67%. And you talk about explosive scoring. Wow, Devin Booker, Brent, one of the most explosive players of all time.
So awesome to watch him when he gets rolling, Kevin, and that can happen in like 3 seconds. He's got such a great flow and control of what he can do offensively.
And the effort never stops with him. No easy shots when he's on the floor.
Well, it's about the defensive end, and that's what guys feed off. He gives the effort down there at all times.
6 on the shot clock. Bird, the pass to Malone. Over Booker. Malone misses.
Oh, can't punish the defense for leaving him open that time. That's a frustrating miss for a really steady jump shooter.
It's Payton, high post. Thomas is there. Fades away. Rebound by the Heat. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to Sacramento.
Yeah, I mean, on the road, their defense was just overrun. Couldn't match the intensity of the opponent, and it cost them.
Well, let's hope there isn't any carryover from that letdown in this one.
Here's what Miami's going with right now. Olajuwon's checked in for Porzingis. Anthony comes in for Barry. And Doncic is subbed in for Booker. And the Knicks making a change here as well. Robinson's checked in. But on that shot, with that, the Knick lead is cut to just 7 points in the basket from Luka Doncic. Outside, Robinson. And here's Bird for 3. Gets that one to fall after missing his first 2. 1 for 3 from the field.
Larry Bird.
Oh, great pass from Robinson, scanning the floor there and spotting the open teammate.
Thomas finds Olajuwon. Here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. Thomas passes to Anthony. Over Bailey. Here's Olajuwon. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force them to the line.
And you think of height as an advantage in basketball, but Greg, the versatility at such a premium. Can you be too tall in today's NBA?
It's a valid question. The 2 biggest concerns for 7-footers are mobility and durability. To move the way they need to puts a lot of strain on those lower extremities.
Here's what Miami's going with right now. Klay Thompson comes in for Mutombo, and Curry subbed in for Isaiah Thomas. And then for New York, Frazier, he's checked in for Bailey. And it's Johnson in for Payton. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. Well, the great thing in the NBA is the unknown. Any given night, you don't know who'll come out on top. And even coaches like Steve Kerr know it. He said, it's really hard to win an NBA game. The difference between losing and winning is like that. Kevin?
Oh, a game of inches, right, David? Just as you're showing us, a game of inches. Thanks. Johnson left side. In the corner, it's Robinson. That's in there. Johnson with the assist.
David Robinson.
Robinson's got his second basket of the game.
I love watching Robinson work there in the paint. Possesses that strength and touch around the basket.
As a big, once you get positioned inside, it allows you to fight and come away with a lot of tough boards.
Oh, and the jam by Johnson.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. Here's Curry. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Magic Johnson.
That's a good effort from Curry, just jumping right into the key, not minding who's around, and getting the call.
And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for New York?
And guys, I love the movement. Doing a great job of just getting the ball on a string, creating some opportunities.
Well, whether the defense is inviting these shots or not, they've been great in the mid-range. And so producing from there, that bodes well. A great player on a great role at the charity stripe. The D has got to be careful about being too aggressive on him and sending him back for freebies.
Gervin against Thompson. And Gervin kicks to Frazier. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another.
Here's Curry. Offensive rebound. Out to Anthony. Lobbed up there for Drummond. Stolen by Robinson. Johnson outside. New York moving the ball around. On the wing, Duncan. Again, the miss by the Heat.
Not sure how he finds himself in so much space there. He's kicking himself for whiffing a bit on that one.
Here's Robinson, and finished off by Robinson.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Good job to recognize the opportunity. That's just very solid offense.
Drummond dishes to Carmelo. On the wing, Doncic. And Doncic with the triple.
Melo good at scanning the entire floor, and that's why that time he found the open teammate.
To the paint, and finished off by Robinson.
I love the unselfishness, and you know coaches do as well.
Well, not just coach, but you can see it in the teammates, the way that they look at him. They appreciate it when he shares the ball like that.
And so it's New York enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. They have made it.
The end of the first half.
Thank you, David. And we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome. New York holding the upper hand after the first 2 quarters. They are leading by 12. And Shaq, what are your thoughts on New York?
Their efforts in the paint have really paid dividends. It's been a focal point for them. Not so much.
And that's a wrap for our halftime show, the third quarter.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. A fantastic game from Magic Johnson in this one.
And it's something that isn't his strength, but he's done a great job of finding the open man.
Well, if we were grading playmaking today, it's an A+ from him.
So with Anthony sitting on the bench, this is who Eric Spoelstra has on the floor. We've got Luka Doncic. Mutombo is out there with Olajuwon. Then there's Barry. And it's Curry in at the point.
Not been an easy start. 3 straight misses here on these possessions.
Down low. And the rejection by Bird.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game.
Pass to Johnson. Good D by Olajuwon.
Might be time for the coaching staff to bust out a play for him to get going. 0 for 4 to start the half.
They get it back. And then Olajuwon with the dunk.
Such a graceful player. Hakeem is light off the ground there for that rebound, and then the skill to send that one home.
Elgin Baylor on the wing. Baseline J on the way. Got a hand on it. And it's out of bounds to New York. They'll retain possession.
Out of bounds.
Isaiah Thomas checked in for Curry. Marcus Camby, he's checked in for New York.
Substitution on the court.
90 seconds now into the second half. 5 on the clock. Johnson double teamed. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
Miami ball.
As we get a break in the action now, let's take a look at the East and how the teams are stacking up. Taking a look at New York. They've got their eye on the #1 seed as the season moves into the final stretch. Currently first place in the standings, and guys showing no signs of letting up.
And right now for the Knicks, their fans had high hopes for them this season, and they have not let them down. It's been a fantastic campaign thus far, and they really are set up perfectly for a deep run in the playoffs.
Good.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Yeah, he's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away.
Right wing. Knocked loose. Camby with the steal. Johnson, the pass to Malone. Shoots over Olajuwon. Malone misses.
And the fadeaway was the only option he had on that one. Defender there all over.
Good work there as it goes.
And though Thomas is great from the perimeter, he has a toughness and a willingness to go in amongst the trees and kind of mix it up.
Pass to Baylor. Over Barry. That's tipped.
Well, if he's going to keep shooting, they've got to run some plays for him. Screens, pick and rolls, anything they can do to get him started.
Kicks to Mutombo. Some nice ball movement here by the Heat. Just 5 to shoot. The 3 for Doncic. Another shot. That one's in there. The Knicks lead is cut down now to just 8 points with the basket from Mutombo.
And that is why they call him Mount Mutombo, chiseled like a rock.
And the Knicks decide to take their first timeout here.
Timeout, Knicks.
And a new group in for the Heat. Drummond's checked in for Olajuwon. Porzingis is coming in for Mutombo. Anthony's checked in for Barry. And it's Klay Thompson in for Luka Doncic. And a new group in for the Knicks. Walton's checked in for Malone. Gervin comes in for Baylor. Frazier, he's checked in for Bird. And it's Payton in for Johnson.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
To the inside, Campbell, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Here's what Miami has lined up on their schedule.
Second personal foul.
On Thursday, they'll face off against Jimmy Butler and the Dallas Mavericks. And then on Saturday, they'll begin a road trip starting in San Antonio and going up against the Spurs.
And, you know, nobody loves playing on the road, but it does offer a good chance to see exactly what your team is made of. This team is going to find out a lot about itself over the next stretch of games.
And he sinks the second. The Heat trailed by 7. Now Anthony. Still scoreless. He's looking for Drummond and finds him. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
He's got such good hands and good timing on that jump. Beautiful timing for the Drummond alley-oop.
Andre Drummond.
Frazier the pass to Campbell. Over Drummond. New York, no good that time either.
That was some very intimidating, aggressive defense that really helped alter that shot.
And Gervin kicks to Frazier. Out to Gervin. Outside, Payton with the shot. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down.
Gary Payton.
Payton's got his first points of the night.
Nice play call by Payton. He sees the defensive layout and knows the pick and roll will open things up.
Anthony's shot is off. New York leading by 7. Gervin, the bounce pass. Puts one up from 19. Jump shot is good.
Well, Payton likes to work up close and personal with the basket, but boy, he can stretch it out when he needs to.
Now here's Drummond. Passes it to Thomas. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Bill Walton.
It's going to go on Bill Walton.
First personal foul.
Even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
The Heat have hit most of their free throws tonight, 5 of 6.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
And the Heat making a change here. Curry's checked in. Robinson's checked in for the Knicks.
Didn't hesitate for a second to get a hand up on that deep ball.
Yeah, you got to like how he hustled to guard out on the perimeter, definitely respecting the shooting ability.
Curry fires from way outside. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Robinson.
Out of bounds. Heat ball. Now in the game.
Out to Anthony.
Devin Booker.
And no good. Excellent D that time from Robinson. Here's Frazier. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And so it's New York heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. Their defense has been terrific in this game. We come back right after this.
32. The Knicks.
And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the floor generalship right here? I mean, showing us why they're always in good hands when he's the man in charge.
Great hands, great vision. That makes great things happen for your offense.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. So with Payton on the bench, here's the 5 for Tom Thibodeau right now. We've got Moses Malone. Bird is out there with Magic Johnson. Then it's Robinson, and it's Baylor in at the 3 slot. The feed to Malone. Rebounded by Dikembe Mutombo. Mutombo's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Curry outside. It's rebounded by Malone. The Knicks leading by 4. Johnson attacking. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
First personal foul.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Knicks.
You love how they've lived in the paint, making the defense just consistently have to collapse and still finding ways to convert.
Well, looking at the stat sheet, I could just see here tonight sharing the basketball. The stat that comes up most is assists. So sometimes you have to look for your teammate. That makes things happen. They've done it.
Robinson with the block.
And there you see why Robinson is the anchor of this defense. Massive wingspan, easily allowing him to turn away shots.
Bird kicks to Baylor. And they get it back. And there's the pass to Robinson. Olajuwon with the block.
Without a doubt, one of the most versatile shot blockers in the game. Olajuwon does it in the painted area as well as along the perimeter.
Malone with the block. Here's Baylor, and Baylor throws it down.
Elgin Baylor.
And that's a terrific sequence at both ends there. There was the block shot, then the run out, and nice finish on the break.
Now a timeout called by Miami. And with the fourth quarter push coming up here, the coach going over the game plan and these players rehydrating themselves with Gatorade, recharging their bodies, refocusing their minds, and getting that strategy down to close out the game. And with an update from the sideline, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Eric Spoelstra coaching the team during the break. He was disappointed in the shot selection. He told them, stay patient, run the offense, make the extra pass. You don't have to make up the deficit all at once. See if they start shooting a little better. Kevin?
All right, David, thanks. And they call an illegal screen here.
That's great. Yeah, first turnover of the game. Overall, though, he's been rock solid. Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
Got to hold firm or you're going to get a call.
Wasted no time on that one. And the Knicks lead by 8.
That's just more for Magic. And for all of his unselfish ways, if he wanted to, this guy could probably score like this on a nightly basis.
Doncic looking it over. Pass to Barry. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. Barry's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Johnson outside. Pass to Malone. Mutombo with some nice D.
And he gets a lot of points right there at the rim, but the defense determined not to give up the easy deuce there.
Doncic passes to Curry. Pass to Mutombo. Down to 5 on the shot clock. It's rebounded by Malone. Malone's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Johnson outside. Miami grabs the miss. Olajuwon's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Here's Curry with the 3. It's hauled in by Bird.
Well, you make strides to get back in the ball game, but an errant shot like that can definitely cost you any kind of momentum. Have to use better judgment there.
Now a timeout called by Miami. You gotta like what Magic Johnson has done in this game.
And he's just attacking the rim with force here. They need to try and deny him the ball in the paint to keep him away from the basket.
And now let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Magic Johnson.
Yeah, and his percentage from the field tonight, just amazing. He hadn't just been gunning. He's been picking his spots, and you need that kind of patience and discipline to shoot as well as he had.
And here is Doncic. Again, the miss by the Heat.
And it's another just bad decision on a night full of those. His shot selection tonight has been questionable at best.
Malone, no luck.
And the pressure he put on that shot forced the miscue.
Those are all the little things about effort there. He just gets out there and contests, and that's just enough.
Doncic against Bird. Just 5 on the clock. It's Curry outside. It's rebounded by Baylor.
It's been a struggle all night long from deep, but doesn't seem like he's lost his confidence. He's still letting them rip.
And it's Bird missing.
And he thought he had a clear path to the hoop, but the defense didn't give up on that play and cut him off.
Doncic. That one, no good. Excellent D that time from Robinson. Johnson dishes to Bird. We've got 1:08 left in the fourth. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Stephen Curry.
They get Stephen Curry.
And every generation or so, a player comes along who can be considered a true superstar. Folks, that's Larry Bird.
Shooting from New York.
Good on the first, and that increases their lead to 6. And he cannot convert on the second. That misses. Miami's got a disappointing 2 of 6 on 3-point attempts here in the fourth. Barry misses. New York shooting not great, 40% for the game. Here's Malone. Mutombo with some nice D. And so Doncic will bring it up for the Heat. They've allowed just 7 points here in the fourth quarter. He dishes it to Mutombo. Barry the pass to Mutombo. It drops. And now they trail by just 4.
And Mutombo doesn't get bothered easily by contact. It's almost as if he embraces the challenge of converting through it.
And so here is New York. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. He hits the first one, and that puts them up by 5.
And, you know, beyond all the things Baylor gives you, he's an entertainer out on the floor. The acrobatics we see, something spectacular from this guy almost every game.
Now a timeout called by Miami. They trailed by 6. 27 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one.
Fans, give it up for the baddest dance team in the NBA, your Miami Heat Dancers.
Olajuwon passes to Doncic. Here's Mutombo. Curry outside. Good! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
You know he's going to have the ball, and then you feel he's going to come through. He did it there.
They'll be trying to take as much time off the clock as they can.
Exactly. Expect to see longer possessions from this point on. You have to foul, but I'm sure they would have liked to foul someone different.
And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 5-point game.
And he steps up and knocks them down, making it a 2-possession game.
They get it again. Out to Doncic. And the pass to Barry. Nails the triple.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Yeah, pretty infectious right here. Guys in good spirits and percentages from downtown on the rise in the second half.
New York calls timeout.
Timeout.
They're leading by 2. 5 seconds left in the fourth quarter. They're going to prolong the game here with an intentional foul.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
First free throw is good, and that makes it a 3-point lead. So it gets them both, and it's a 4-point ball game.
Yeah, that'll ice it right there. Not everybody can keep their composure at the line in such a big situation.
So a close game sees New York take this one. They seem to relish their role as the bad guy here tonight.
You know, Kevin, I sense that as well. I mean, they really did feed off all of that negative energy this crowd was directing at them. I mean, they turned it around and used it as motivation to close out a significant win.
And that'll wrap it up, folks.
We'd like to thank each and every one of you.
For Brett Berry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you later.
Drop.